When COVID-19 hit, farmers came face to face with a world where their products were no longer in demand. As schools and restaurants closed, farmers were forced to waste products and lose money.
Food processors were not able to get their product in the slaughterhouses in a timely fashion. As a result, they were throwing meat away. From the time meat is processed, it has to be refrigerated and get to the destination in a day.
Representative Michael O'Brien is right. COVID-19 meant major losses for many farmers, but this pandemic may only be foreshadowing future economic crises to come. The next big threat? Climate change.
Over the years, the climate has changed, and the farmers are trying to adjust to a growing season. Weather was predictable, and with climate change, it creates a element of unpredictability.
Floods, droughts, and other extreme weather caused by climate change can ruin entire growing seasons, leaving farmers in dire economic situations. Farming itself also contributes to climate change with emissions produced by tilling and tractors, cows producing too much methane, or even water pollution caused by chemical runoff. As consumers become more aware of these effects, they change their diets, and demand for some products suffers.
People are buying less milk, buying powdered milk of all things, adding water. In Ohio, you have 30% less dairy farms now than you did years gone by. Let's face it, I'm 64. When we sat every night at dinner, everyone drank glasses of milk. That doesn't happen anymore.
This changing demand makes it hard for farmers to stay afloat economically, so the government is tasked with finding new ways to keep them going.
I think the government needs to incentivize farms, incentivize young farmers, and then also give farmers small business tax breaks in their farming and with all their farming equipment, and more tax breaks than they presently get.
According to Michael O'Brien, the Ohio government has been taking steps to try and stop climate change and protect the food supply. He believes all this will teach us lessons that will be useful to the future of Ohio and even the country.
Hopefully this never happens, but if we'd be better prepared for another crisis, because this has almost been like a drill. There's an old saying, and that is, the second one is always built better than the first. So I think the second time, if there's ever a crisis again, we learn from the errors of the past and we will make the necessary changes.
Climate change could be that next crisis, and lessons learned may not be enough to prevent it. COVID-19 has shown us the vulnerabilities of the rural economies. The effects of climate change will only make it worse. So, how will we protect the farmers at risk who will suffer if nothing is done? Only time will tell how the government decides to move forward.